The year 2022 is coming to an end, and so much has happened. I left the United States Army and I became a full-time YouTuber. And I started off this journey in April with my best friend Roz.
It's time to start the trip off. Roz, what are you doing? You gotta start the trip off right. We got 2 beers here. Chug before we go. Start it off right. Las Vegas 2022.
I guess this is what happens when you get out of the army.
Robert, it go down smooth.
Don't go down smooth.
Yes, it do, Roz.
Don't go down smooth.
This man needs a chaser.
Yes, bro. The last time I drank, I was blackout.
For his birthday, we went to the deserts of Las Vegas. We went to the deserts of Nevada.
It's just a regular sandwich. Ain't nothing special.
And we drove ATVs through the desert, and wow, it was so thrilling and dusty, and I had dust all over my face. It was crazy. And then in May, I went to Puerto Rico, and I got to see the culture. And Puerto Ricans, they know how to throw down in the kitchen.
It's so amazing.
I love food. I'm not gonna lie. I love food. When I die, just bury me with food. Just bury me with food.
Chicken and cheese, it just looks so great.
They know how to dance, and just going to a club in Old San Juan, a bar, and just hearing the locals, old people sing to their music, it's just so breathtaking. After Puerto Rico, I flew to Barcelona, Spain, and I stayed at my first hostel, Cabo Party Hostel, and I was very nervous, very scared to be solo traveling, but I spent 4 days in Barcelona straight partying. I met these Canadians, I met this girl from Chicago, amazing friends. I met so many people in that place, even this girl from the Philippines that I met up with later in the Philippines, and it just truly showed me, first, if you're going to Barcelona, stay at Cabo Party Hostel. But this place, amazing. Flew to Lisbon, Portugal, and from there I went to Porto, and Porto, that is a city I could live in.
All right, so I'm here in St. Benedict Station here in Porto, Portugal. As you guys can see behind me, the ceramic tiles on the wall depict the history of Portugal and also show different regions here in Portugal. And that's the good thing about here. It's centralized here in the station, and it was built in 1916. As you guys can see behind me, all the trains leading here to the central part of Porto.
So I went on this tour. I went on this wine tour, and we tried so many different ports. We tried even wine, regular wine that is. And we just truly learned about the history of the Douro Valley region, how they've been making wine there for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Took a gamble. I rolled the dice and I booked an experience on Airbnb, and I met up with this group and we toured around Sintra area, and this Volkswagen, they had a little dog, and the Bubba was so cute. And I learned that when you're solo traveling, you can be by yourself. You can meet interesting people. Still be safe, people out there. Be safe. And it's okay. After I left Portugal, I went to Prague, and I met up with 2 of the Canadians, Andrew and Josh.
Andrew's not very happy. Just look at him.
I want a beer, dude. Come on.
Give me a beer now, dude.
We did a pub crawl, and that pub crawl was lit. Our host and everything, another Airbnb experience. We played games with all these other people from around the world, introduced ourselves, and it was truly was a really great day.
Look how beautiful Austria is, and just look how beautiful Vienna is. All right, let's go get this last page.
Everyone talks about Paris, London, Berlin, but Vienna? I think we need to bring Vienna into the discussion, because in Vienna, I went to so many coffee houses. I tried so many coffees. I almost
Amazing, right? Prince Paul, the traditional.
died of caffeine overdose. It was a very hard. After Vienna, I took a flight to Helsinki, Finland, and I did not expect or plan to go to Finland during the summer of 2022. But I took a gamble, and I fell in love with the raw, beautiful nature, and even learned that you have to be very accepting of other people's cultures, because I'm a very social person, but I learned in Finland, people are more reserved, but they still have so much love to give if you know them. And it's just like that in South Korea. After Helsinki, Finland, I went to Borgo, Finland, and this is definitely one of those towns that you need to visit when you go to Finland. Beautiful old town, beautiful history, and it's just a very beautiful, peaceful place. After Borgo, Finland, I went back to Helsinki, and then from Helsinki, I caught a boat, Viking Line, and I went all the way to the Oland Islands, which is between Sweden and Finland. So you have the Oland Islands in the middle, and they're owned by Finland, or they're a part of Finland, but they speak Swedish. Yeah, it's a lot. More on that later. Click this video right here to find out more about that after watching this video. I went on this trip with this amazing Finnish Swede woman, and honestly, she is probably one of the most kind-hearted, sweetest, toughest people I have ever had the pleasure of meeting and getting to know. We explored the cold seas of Oland, and when I say explored, more like she dragged me into the cold, freezing sea.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you. It's gonna be bad. Oh.
I'm telling you, if you come to Oland, you will die in the freezing water.
And made me get splashed by cold, freezing water. But it was fun and everything. After that, we went to the sauna. With this cute little Airbnb we were staying at, with these kind of summer homes or cottages. There we go, cottages with this amazing old man named Johan. Johan, amazing host.
That was old tradition in Oland. Mother in house stay in kitchen and wanted that people who was walking on the fields come into porridge.
After the cold seas, we had pastries.
I'm gonna get this cream. Oh, this is amazing pie. Hold on, or pancake. Like,
We got to see an old castle, a fortress that was destroyed, and it just truly just made me realize that there's so many beautiful places in this world. I went to Bali, Indonesia, and this place is raw nature. They drive on the left side. They use motorbikes most of the time, so learn how to drive a motorbike first. And the traffic is just crazy, and the way that you can get fuel in Bali at these little kiosks, these stands and everything, it's just crazy. I think Bali is the paradise for a traveler that wants to get out of their comfort zone. Went to Stockholm, Sweden, and Sweden, that is another place that is very beautiful. Stockholm, it is just breathtaking with all the buildings intact and all the culture and history, and people there are very nice and sweet and kind. I just did not expect that from Stockholm. I don't know what I was expecting, but I just had a blank scope, and I feel like that's the best when you're traveling, because it really just gives you so much to think about. From Stockholm, took a train to Copenhagen, Denmark, and Denmark, another great city. Copenhagen, another great city. I went to a Christmas market there, my first Christmas market in Europe, and it was so beautiful. I had some glug, so hot Christmas wine, and it was great.
okay, so what is this glog?
This is a hot red wine, Christmas wine. Now you're gonna taste. Now you're gonna try the white one. Orange and some spices also.
White glog, white wine, oranges, and some spices. Wow, who would have thought having warm wine and some spices and orange, like that
guy who was giving me that was such a character. You meet some amazing people when you are traveling around the world. And then even in Copenhagen, I met back up with that Danish guy I met in Bali. Like I told y'all, make friends when you're traveling around the world, and these can be lifelong friendships. And he showed me his city, Copenhagen. We had open sandwiches and smørbrød.
open sandwiches, aka smørbrød. How do you say it?
Smørbrød. Smørbrød.
Okay, so smørbrød.
Smørbrød.
Smørbrød. So I'm assuming you just cut into this thing, and everything's falling off. 10 out of 10. Maybe it's because I love shrimp, but it just kind of takes me back to a simpler time as being a kid and just playing with my food and eating my food. Like, I don't know, like no plate, bread as a plate, and then shrimp. Like, maybe the Danish know what's going on.
And it was so great, so great. And now I'm back in Dallas, Texas for the holidays. This will be the last video for 2022. I just want to thank y'all for sticking with me from my military videos to me becoming a full-time YouTuber and making travel videos, because I could not do this without y'all. And we're going to see, you know, how far can we take this channel? How far can we take this lifestyle and this, my life? Because this is really what I love doing, is making videos. So just another big thank you to every single one of y'all.